Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be showcasing my Fire Golem Necro from Season 12. Now let's get into it. So first we'll go over the gear, then the build, stats, and then we'll run a map. So for the gear we have, this is my Snapshot gear. I'll explain how it works soon. But yeah, so we have a 6 Fire Golem, 20% wand. Fire damage. I bought it clean. Unfortunately hit one socket. It's got a +5 fire facet in it. You don't care about the minus fire golems, only the plus. The pre-buff head is a 5 fire golem. I bought this clean and slammed it for one socket. Got a +5 fire facet in it. Circlet is best in slot, perfect. 4 skill, 2 socket circlet with 2 +5 facets, so that can't be improved. Got a +4 amulet. Have a 3 socket, 15% fire ormus with 3 5% fire facets. You have some grave palms, BK, a wisp, and an Iraq with energy, and some tri-rares, half freeze duration, rear boots. Alright. So that's my snapshot gear. What I do is I enter the game with this gear on. After I join the game, I swap to my Dominion and my Phoenix. My Dominion lets me cast my 6th Golem. I summon that. And then I swap to my Trang Armor, my Shaco, and my Amulet. So the Trang Armor is a 3 Blood Warp, slammed with all res, box 2 sockets with 2 15 all res jewels. One has strength, one has energy. Shaco is just a random 1 socket slammed one with a, what's it got in it? It's like a lightning res energy jewel. Phoenix, just rolled 10 redemption. Ideally be 12, but it does the job. Yeah, that's the gear. So this is the side that I map with. Charms. These are all 3% fire, mostly with FHR, some with life. Using 2 skillers, one with FHR, one with gold find. Geeds. Couple of small charms that I found. I bought an unidentified Annie and it rolled terribly, so I need to upgrade that at some point. Eventually I'll get a 2 skill one and a torch. 4120. Merc is just all like self-found stuff. Infinity. A 3 socket COA with fire rares and just some random 15 IES jewels. A random rare armor. 15 IES jewel, some DR, life rares. Probably upgrade that, to be honest. Well, I don't care. I'll probably not gonna upgrade it just yet. Flang of hands, string of ears, goblin toes. Alright, I'll put on my snapshotting gear, and then we'll show you the skill tree. So my fire golems do 7068 top end damage, holy fire, and my unsnapshotted 6th golem I summon with Dominion, that does 4.6k top end. Alright, so the skills, you want 1 point into bone armor. Ideally on your Dominion you would have something like some to revive, some to lower res, and then like either blood warp or bone armor. Yeah, mine's got 3 blood warp and 3 revive. Doesn't have lower res. T3 maps I want lower res, but for T1s and T2s I don't really need it just yet. So yeah, 1 point bone armor. You get your revive. and ideally your low res from your Dominion base. You go max Fire Golem, max Golem Mastery. You want to get your Blood Warp to, say, 0.6, 0.8 second cooldown. Mine's currently at 0.6. And then you max Clay Golem and Iron Golem. Then you max Blood Golem last. So I'm 1 level away from maxing Blood Golem. So I'll have it maxed at 95, and that'll be my last point into synergies. So I'll gain some extra damage there. Alright, so that's the gear. That's the build. Stats, we have strength for my Phoenix, no dex. I go vitality up to around 900 to 1k life. That's just enough health to survive big chunks of elemental damage. Then put the rest into energy. The reason you go energy is because bone armor gives you 3 absorb per energy. So I'm essentially trading off 2 points of life for 3 absorb bone armor per point that I put into energy over vitality. Yeah, that's why we do that. Yeah, we got capped res. A little bit of overcapped res there. Have the 48 FCR breakpoint, 86 FHR breakpoint, 84 magic fine currently. You can stack more MF on this build when you're like min-maxed. Yeah, this is fine for now. Yeah, that's the stats and everything. So I'll run a map and we'll go through like the snapshotting process. So you want to have your snapshotting gear on, exit the game, rejoin, swap to Dominion, cast your 6th golem, go to your stash, and put your proper gear on, and then yeah, you go from there and you start mapping. I like to revive mobs with big bodies. So on this map, be like the Marauders here. So you get three of them. They act as meat shields for you. And once you got your revives, you just zoom through the map, blood warp, and recasting bone armor. So you sort of get a feel for the tick rate of fire golems. It's every 0.8 seconds. That's why it's kind of nice to have 0.6 or 0.8 on your blood warp cooldown. You can skip the fire immune elites. You can let your merc kill them in your revives, but yeah, easy enough just to skip them. Yeah, that fire immune got killed pretty quickly. Very chill build. This is why I'm playing it. It's fast. It's very easy to play. It takes a lot to get going though. So I wouldn't recommend starting with this build. What I did was I started off as clay golems and farm trav. And then once I got Grimm's Burning Dead and a bunch of skillers, so I was aiming for a level 40 total Skelly mages. I swapped to mages revives and then did T1 maps. I farmed up Infinity and some other stuff, and I swapped to fire golems. Yeah, I'll be moving on to T2 maps very soon. Yeah. Serious altar, nice. 3 shards. So there's room for improvement here. I can get like an extra skill on my Annie, extra skill on my amulet pre-buff. Technically I could get an extra skill and socket on my wand. And I could get... Technically I could get a skill and 2 sockets on my pre-buff shield. So yeah. I think I theory crafted you can get up to about 9.5 or just under 9.5k damage. With the Fire Golems fully min-maxed. I made a damage calculator and everything. Yeah, we're sitting at just over 7k, so yeah, there's still a bit of room for improvement. And yeah, we'll be casting lower res on T3 maps as well. I think I've covered pretty much everything, but I may have forgotten something. If you have any questions, yeah, chuck it up in the comments. You can go really fast if you don't loot much on this build. Get into like a groove. Oh, done here. Cool, so yeah, that's what you do. Show you what you do when you leave the game as well. The final thing. At a void map, nice. Yeah, before you leave the game for the next one, you put your pre-buffing stuff back on, swap, exit the game, then yeah, rejoin. And yeah, back into it, swap again, recast 6 golem, do the swaps. Like yeah, the pre-buff's annoying, but yeah, then you pop your next map. But it's worth it, the pre-buff. I mean, you know, it's like 5 seconds a game, and you're doing like under 5 minutes per map. It's worth it. You can be bothered. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you all. GG's. Like and subscribe if you want. Take care.